All right, I am in a good ass mood. You know when when you stumble upon something and you weren't actively looking for it, but you stumble upon something and it's the most juicy shit you've ever seen. That'll like like when you dig up dirt on somebody, it like that's what I just would happen. So just as a side note, I didn't actively try to find out shit on this guy. I So what happened was, just waiting for rank stats. I'm just climbing steadily through silver, 60% win rate, over 70 games. Uh, get put top, play on my Mundo, 100% crispy, 100% win rate, and I get put against this Nasus, this Buinator guy right here, and we win the game. I didn't win lane super hard, but I felt like I should have lost. I don't know. I've never won lane against an Nasus before as Mundo because Nasus scales like way harder than Mundo. But anyway, this guy, he's what's going on? Okay, this guy, he's gold 2, 14 LP. I'm pretty sure after he lost this game, he's now 0 LP. But anyway, he's gold 2, and he was not playing like a player who was much better than the silvers I was stomping earlier in the season. And just lost my trail. Then I started watching the EU LCS, and in between games when it's doing that countdown shit, like in between games, I just randomly out of boredom just started looking at people teammate and opponent OP.GGs. I searched this Lux right here because he was toxic. She was toxic in that game, um, and all that stuff. Saw this Teemo because he has 700 games as Teemo, and then I looked at my lane opponent in the last game, this Buinator guy, and what I noticed was, um, reload his page because knowing the past 60 games doesn't really tell us what I need to tell. Sorry if it's slow as shit. My laptop is awful. So yeah, rank solo. So what I noticed is that he's lost 65% of his last 20 games. So I just started to look at his profile, what champions he played, and all that stuff. And then I hit tier graph, and his daily shows that his peak rank through the whole season is gold 1, 44 LP. So he's been nosediving all the way to this. Still a decent win rate, 144 wins, 121 losses. And then I hit weekly, and it shows that he was at like how long was that? It shows that at the end of January he was gold 5 in his gold 5 promos, and then he went to gold 4, then he dropped back down, and they went up and up and up and up and up all the way to gold 1, and now he's nosedived to where he is now. And then I hit monthly, and this shit is where it got fucking fishy. Up here you can see that he's been silver every single season since he started playing ranked in season 4. So he's been hard stuck silver. And even here on the monthly tier graph, this goes all the way back to May. I don't know what day it is, but I'm gonna assume it's the start of May, or it's the 15th of April right now, so the 15th of May probably. And he was silver 3, 25 LP through the entire season up until the end of the season in November. There was only a 20 LP difference from May to November. He rose, he fell, fell, then rose back up again to 20 LP greater than he was in May. So he was relatively stagnant. And then at the beginning of the season, he started off in probably in low silver. And then randomly within less than a month, he goes an entire tier of improvement. That's when I'm like, this dude is definitely boosted, because he had someone playing on his account for him during this time, and possibly for this time as well. Like from here to here, and then from here to here. Like, I admit that people can improve, but when you're hard stuck for this long, and then you just randomly improve an entire tier from silver 4 to gold 4, like 5 divisions, like that's just, like, that is dumb. Especially when you, and then he drops back down. That's probably when the person who boosted him stopped playing on his account and he started doing it again. And then he got him to play on his account again to get him closer to plat. And then I look at his champions. 106 games, Fizz, 64% win rate. That's pretty damn good. But then you get into everything else. He has random shit like Malphite, Brand, Cho'Gath, Darius, all with poor win rates, and any of his good win rates are too small of a sample size to actually gauge. Like look at this, 1.92 KDA on fucking Alawi, the champion that carries games at the ELO he's at. 2.81 KDA, 1.53. Like, the only good champion he has in terms of KDA is probably Blitzcrank. Decent KDA on just 7 games. And his best champion, 106 games, 64% win rate, is Fizz, and he doesn't even have a good win KDA on that. Even if you go further here, we go a little further. If you add another 20 games, so it's only 38 because he has 2 remake games, 1 here and 1 here. But if you get rid of the 2 remake games and this little mini win streak of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 5 wins right here. That's 11 losses and 11 wins and 22 losses. That's a 33% win rate over his past 33 games. So he's been nosediving after this random 2 month improvement, and then he fell again, and then he improved, and then skyrocketed again, and now he's nosediving. And then it got even fishier, because here you can see right here he's not dueling with anybody, and I highly doubt that I highly doubt during this period of growth right here he was dueling with anybody, because if you're nosediving this high and you had a duo buddy here, why wouldn't you duo with that person with this much losing? I don't get it. Also, if playing majority Fizz is what got you is what made you grow this much, then why would you randomly stop playing with him? Like, why would you be content at high gold when you can just keep climbing? Like, it's clearly working for him. So, why would you stop? Why would you start playing shit like Echo, Malphite, and Brand, and Alawi, and Darius, and Cho'Gath? It doesn't make any sense. This is textbook boosting. So if you're on the NA server and you're high silver to low plat, and you see this Buinator guy, make sure to report him for account sharing, because this is textbook account sharing. Normally I would. Like, I don't try to go hunting and tattletaling on people. I just stumbled on this by accident and sort of proud of myself that I could dig up this information. It's just a funny accident. So yeah, report this kid. He's ruining games for his teammates by putting him at a disadvantage by playing in an elo he didn't earn himself and he doesn't belong in. So yeah, thanks.